Hello world. Once again, this is Jovan88 with another webisode entitled This It's Time. This is actually a continuation from part one that I did earlier today. So if you haven't yet watched part one video, please do so before you watch this one so you'll be caught up and up to speed on what we're talking about today. The topic of today is the American media and the double standard that goes on within the American media. Earlier, I discussed TV shows such as Jersey Shore and Basketball Wives and things of that nature. Now I will be discussing shows such as Jerry Springer, the Steve Wilkos show, things of that nature. Now the reason why I'm bringing those shows up is because you have to understand who's behind all of this media brainwashing. A lot of people don't know this, but a majority of the American media is ran and operated by Jewish people. That's right. Even rap music. A lot of the distribution companies that distribute rap music to us is ran and owned by Jewish people. I want that to sink in. That's why when you turn on the radio, all you hear about is killing, doing drugs, and having sex. Because that's what other people want us to do. If black people was in control of distributing rap music, we'll be hearing more positive things like we did back in the day with Public Enemy and things of that nature, such as Fight the Power. But that's not the case today. Now, as far as the TV shows, Jerry Springer, and Jerry Springer is Jewish, and everybody involved in those shows are Jewish. But let me bring something to your attention. When you watch those shows, what do you see? I'll tell you what you see. You're going to either see some ghetto black people, some trailer park trash white people, or whatever. They're on there clowning around, acting out, embarrassing their race. Okay. Now, let me explain to you what you will not see on those shows. And that's Jewish people. You probably never noticed this. But on those TV shows, Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos, etc., all these shows that are ran by Jewish people, why aren't there ever any Jewish people on the show? That is because they will never portray their own people in a negative manner. They will always have other races on their shows, clowning around, fighting, cheating, molesting babies, all type of crazy stuff going on. That's the image that they want to portray to you every day. But they would never portray their own people in that manner. So that alone should let you know something fishy is in the water. Something just not right. Why would a race of people or a group of people not have their own people on their TV shows? Something is very strange about that. And y'all need to pay close attention to it. Now, last webisode, I showed you a book entitled Brainwashed by Tom Burrell, where he explains about how the American media brainwashes everybody into thinking that black people are inferior. Now, this webisode, I'm gonna show you another book by the late great Marcus Garvey. It's entitled Africa for the Africans: The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. Now, this book was actually written in between 1890 and 1920. Like I said, black people have been trying to be liberated for a very long time. If you knew better, you would do better. So each one teach one. You know, the old joke that white people tell each other: if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. But guess what? I'm not one of those niggas. I read every day, all the time. So, what y'all gonna do? We can't sit around and be cowards anymore. You got to stand up for something. It's time. You know. Um, for future topics, I'll be discussing the Trayvon Martin case, police brutality, things of that nature in the black community. Once again, this is an interactive webisode. Please feel free to comment, subscribe to my channel. We can exchange contact information, email addresses, whatever. Anything to keep the conversation going. It's time. The revolution will not be televised, but it will go viral. Thank you.